Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to tonight's Success Connection. If you're excited to be here, just give me a big yes in the chat box. I see the yeses flying in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I will be turning on my computer screen, or not my computer screen, but my webcam here in just a second. So let me get that pulled up. All right. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Very good. I see lots of people saying having a good week. How many of you have had a great week this week? It's just been a good, solid week. Just say yes. All right. I see lots of yeses. Very good. Very good. Listen, if you are here and you are part of our Facebook group already, go ahead and go in our Facebook group and post and let everybody know you are live on the Success Connection. So just tell everybody I'm live on the Success Connection. Have them hop on. You guys know that we're going to probably max this thing out here in, I don't know, the next 5 minutes or so, usually about 10 minutes after the hour. So let everybody know to get on the Facebook, or I'm sorry, to get on the Success Connection. So go on our Facebook group, post. Nick, if you could, let's give away $100 to one random person that posts in the Facebook group right now and says, hey, join the Success Connection, get on live, you know, whatever. Just tell everybody, remind them to get on the Success Connection. So let's do that right now. And then I've got some interesting news for you guys. You know, I asked you how your week started off. My week did not start off great, but it's how you end that matters. It's not how you begin. And gosh, luckily that's true. This Monday I woke up and I got into my G-Wagon, and I've been trading stocks lately, and I've got this group of guys that's really smart. They over deliver. Like, I bought their product just like you guys buy mine. It's rare that I buy a product, but I tried this out. I'm just crushing it with them, right? Like, they literally have a little chat group, and they post alerts, and they say, you know, buy the stock now, sell the stock now. And every time I do it, let me rephrase, not every time, but a lot of the times when I do it, I make money, right? So in fact, I've considered bringing them on to just teach you guys, but I'm a little hesitant to do stock trading when that's not our thing, right? But it's been a great way for me to make money. So anyway, they text, you know, I got a text when I sat down in my G-Wagon. I got a text that said, buy the stock. So I open my garage, put all my stuff in, sit down in the G-Wagon, buy a stock. That takes me a few minutes on my phone. And so anyway, and so I buy the stock, and I back out of my driveway like normal, right? Well, unfortunately, my garage did not go all the way up. It went all the way to where, like, you know, it's just barely kicked over just a little bit. Well, the G-Wagons are really tall. They're super tall. When I look out my mirror, I could see everything out the back glass, but I could not see the garage door. It was above the window of the back, but just low enough that the top of the G-Wagon would hit it, and I smoked it. I'm talking no mercy. Like, I just smacked it. I literally took the garage door and I ripped it from the front all the way out the back. From the inside to the outside. Totally demolished the garage door. Luckily, the G-Wagon was fine because my garage doors are insulated, so they have styrofoam like on the inside of them. So what it made impact with was the styrofoam, and the styrofoam is giving, right? So it scratched it up a little bit, but nothing I can't just wet sand and clean up. So it didn't tear up the car, but it tore up the garage door. So that was how my week started. And it's funny because I posted about it, and I told everybody that that this happened, and I thought it was kind of funny And that a lot of people were like, man, this would just kill my week. This would just make things terrible for me. You know, blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't even want to go to work this week. And I'm thinking to myself, like, no, 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 no. Like, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? And it led me to the lesson I want to share with you tonight, okay? And I'm going to tell you this, and look, once I get, like, I guess once I get, you know, I think once I get through this, obviously, it'll only take me a few minutes to go through it, but I think it's very vital and super important information, right? You know, and so what I want to do is I want to share with you, you know, just kind of how situations can happen and why it's important to have control. So obviously, the G-Wagon running into my garage sucked, right? But what most of you don't know is that last Monday, you know, last week we had Jim on here, and it was a great training. You guys absolutely loved it. It was just nuts and wild. And I actually have part 2 of Jim's software to give to you guys tonight, completely free, like cost you nothing, which is what's so awesome about it, right? Literally, you're going to pay nothing for it. But nevertheless, last Monday, I woke up to an email that said Facebook had banned my entire business manager. For those of you that have not yet started your Facebook ads, a business manager is kind of like the business account to run Facebook ads. We have an old business manager that was whitelisted. It let us create up to 10, this one was 2,500 ad accounts. So if Facebook bans your ad account, right, which you guys know happens all the time, right, we could just create another one and keep advertising, right? Well, they banned the whole business manager. And by the way, that doesn't happen often. We've probably only had 2 accounts banned in 5 years. But when it happens, we're not put out of business, right? So they banned our whole business account manager, the whole business manager. Never seen this happen. All week long, I was stressed about it. All week long, I was worried about it. All week long, I was thinking, man, this is a pretty big blow to our business to not be able to run a Facebook ad. But 2 things happen, and I want to share that with you, okay? Before we get too far into tonight's training, this is just lessons to ponder. All right, lessons to ponder. All right, number 1, all right, is control. One thing I noticed, okay, when I started looking at our revenue, all right, on a daily basis, of course, I was worried. Our ads are off, which means our revenue should be down. Okay, our revenue was up or even every day. So what that means is we were making just as much money with our ads off as we were making with our ads on. Now, some of you might say, well, how is that even possible? Because if you're spending money on an ad, how is it possible you wouldn't make more money? The answer is that it just so happened that last week we had phenomenal conversion rates on our email marketing. This is where email lists matter. You see, when our Facebook account went down, instead of being out of business and like totally and completely just, for lack of really better, wording, just we were screwed, right? We actually continued to make money. In fact, some days more money than we had made the same day the week before when we had ads running, right? All of that is because of an email list. That's why I push, and by the way, I'm sorry I'm having to eat this peppermint. I've had just the worst sinuses. No, that's all I can say. So if I don't eat something while we're on here, I'm gonna be doing this. Just drooping, right? So I apologize. But having control, okay, allows you to weather the storm. Now, could we survive having no Facebook ads for the rest of eternity? We could, but would it start to affect our income? Yes, absolutely. If we didn't have our Facebook ads on for a month or 2 months or 3 months, eventually, if you're not bringing in more leads, okay, we would start to notice the difference. We would start to say, wow, we're not making as much money anymore, right? Our revenue's down. Business isn't as good. But because we had those emails, right, and that list and all of that stuff set up, what happened was we went down. Our business income never knew it, right? Our business income never even knew that we went down, right? Stayed the same, went up a little bit, came back down, stayed the same, went up a little bit, never went like that off a cliff, right? It gave us time, all right? And this is what's, I think this is what's really important, is it gave us time to tap into our network. So, you know that a lot of times we tell you your network, okay? We always say your network equals your net worth, okay? So a lot of times you hear us say that, and you always hear people say, it's a cliche, it doesn't really matter, people are just saying that because they heard 5,000 other people say it. Well, let me tell you something. Facebook is like a black hole. When they ban your account, it's all automated, right? Like it's 100% automated. So that means that it's not like we were doing anything wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. It's just that Facebook's AI banned our account, and we're trying to reach a human at a company that's basically run by artificial intelligence. And so very difficult. So I started tapping into my network. I reached out to media buyers, right? Agencies that I'd worked with in the past that I'd hired that maybe they had a Facebook rep, right? Failure after failure after failure, right? Try again, right? Came down to Thursday. So our ads have been on for 4 full days. And Adrian was sitting next to me in his office, and he said, I'm going to reach out to Shopify. And I said, well, what do they have to do with Facebook? And he said, well, Anthony, Shopify is like one of the largest Facebook marketplaces and advertisers in the world. And he said, I'm quite certain that they have a rep. And he said, I have a good relationship with Shopify. Let's see if they can help us. So off he went. So Adrian sends an email to his team at Shopify. They loop in a completely different team member that manages their Facebook stuff that's never met Adrian, but because he has a good relationship with one division of the company, that relationship instantly transferred over to this guy that runs all of the Facebook. He then connected us with their Facebook rep, who then went straight to the head of policy at Facebook and said, hey, these guys are legit. Check into this for me. Adrian's a valuable customer of ours, valuable partner of ours, and we would like to see his ads back on. We don't think they've done anything wrong. Facebook compliance looked at it and said, you know what? You're right. They didn't do anything wrong. It was just artificial intelligence. They turned our business manager back on and assigned us a rep just like Shopify. So that now, if this nonsense happens again, we can make a phone call. Can you believe that? Phone call to Facebook, shoot a text message, and have them look into it. Again, your network equals your net worth. We had to go deep into our network, right? But because we did, we have our Facebook accounts back on, which is going to increase our net worth. The moral of this story, and the reason I tell you this, is because, listen, a lot of you are new, okay? You're new. Whether you're new to affiliate marketing, or you're just new to our community, or you're just new to building a business in general, right? And you find that you have these bumps in the road. Facebook will ban your account. Your ads don't convert. You can't figure out how to put this API code in. You can't figure out how to log in. There's always an obstacle, right? What I want you to take from this particular lesson in my life is that if you reach an impasse, something that something that looks almost like it's impossible to fix, tap into your network, right? Tap into your network and see if somebody else can help you fix it. That is why I provide you guys with our Success Connection Facebook group. Because a lot of times, if you have issues, I see it, Matt sees it, Britton sees it, Josh sees it, Nick sees it, Roger sees it, somebody sees it, okay? And whoever it is that sees it will help. You also have 20,000 other people in the Facebook group that see it, that might be able to help. The reason that I built the Success Connection is so you could create that network, so that if you have an issue, and it doesn't have to be something as terrible as, oh my gosh, my Facebook ads were banned, but any type of issue can help you, okay? Control is so important. The reason that I preach and preach and preach about email lists, the reason that I write you email swipes, the reason I do these contests like I did this week where you can write email swipes and we give away cash prizes for doing it, the reason I would bring Jim on and have Jim build software completely free for you guys is all because of how valuable it is to have that email list, okay? So that email list can provide you with income forever, okay? Like forever and ever, all right? But it also can serve as a bridge gap. Something goes wrong in your business that turns off potential revenue generating activity. Your email list continues and it stays kicked in, all right? It continues to print money for you, right? And it bridges the gap between when this issue happens and when you can tap into your network to help you fix the problem, okay? Then if you've got that email list, your income stays the same. Guys, I have seen so many people start making money and lose it all. Like 100% lose it all. And they lose it all because they simply don't know how to have control over their business. They create a YouTube account, put all these videos on there, and then YouTube bans their account, or YouTube changes their algorithm and all of a sudden you don't get any views anymore. Or they run ads on Facebook, Facebook bans their account. They run ads on Google and Google bans their account. Like, all of these things rely on third parties. What you should be looking at is third parties, okay? Like, for instance, Facebook, Google, Yahoo, YouTube, okay? You should be looking at these as basically temporary opportunities to do what? To drive traffic, okay? And it should be to drive traffic to a lead gen page, okay, to build your list. Now, you can come out after that and create sales. That's fine, right? But you want to focus on this part of your business right here, because that part gives you control. Because at any point in time, if this breaks like that, if this breaks, right? This down here continues to generate traffic, which continues to generate money, okay? And that's really how it works. Like, I try to give you real life examples. I'll take 20 minutes out of my time to give you the example, because it's teaching through example, it's leading by example. It's explaining to you that, hey, look, I know people teach you all the time. They teach you senseless, useless nonsense. How many of you are with me on that? Just say yes. You've sat through a course where you're just like, why am I learning this? Why are they teaching me this? I get it. I get it. And what happens is you begin to get into this rut or this habit of every time you go through a course, or every time you're on a training like this, it's like you're there, but you're not there. It's like, I'm going to attend because I know I should attend, but I'm going to watch TV in the background, or I'm going to eat my dinner while I'm doing this. So I'm not really focused, or I might send some text or be on my phone, but I'm not really dialed in, but I'm going to be there, right? So I could say I was there. Okay, well, that doesn't do any good, right? You have to truly, truly, truly be focused and be dialed in. And since so many people teach so much crap that doesn't work, we get into that habit and then we don't really follow through. The reason I tell you these stories is to hopefully create like one of these breaks, one of these like breaks in the norm, to where it's like it really stands out to you like, oh my gosh, that really does happen. That really can happen. That happened to Anthony. It's not like Anthony is, new to this and he got his Facebook account banned. Like, first of all, it gives you hope that if you got your Facebook account banned, it's not like it's you that did something terribly wrong. It's not like it's beginners only that get banned. I've been doing it. I think my business manager is almost 8 years old, right? Millions of dollars spent, and he got banned. Their artificial intelligence, it doesn't care if you are a rookie or a veteran, right? Like, it'll still ban you. So my point is we all face the same struggles. The difference is how big my network is and how much control I have so that I can create a bridge gap. What I mean by bridge gap, and this is so important, please pay attention to this, because I know that this is not like the nuts and bolts of the hidden funnel and all that stuff, but like, this is real life lessons in business that I promise you, if we take 20 minutes tonight to learn, it's going to help you reframe the way you think. You see, there are peaks and valleys in business, okay? Especially in this type of business. You'll be up and then you'll be down, and then you'll be up and then you can come down, and then you come up and then you come down, okay? And then there's the income, all right? So obviously the income starts down low and it peaks when things are going well, right? But when things are going bad, income dies. When things are going good, income goes back up. So your income goes like this. Your income is kind of following. Kind of following the good or the bad news that's happening in your business, right? But when you create these controllable bridge gaps, you can take income like this. If your income's here, it can come down like this and kind of come over, then it can shoot up, then it can come down, and kind of come over like this, and it can kind of go back up to the top, and then it might come down here and it go over like this. And what you notice is this is higher floor. Basically a higher floor, meaning your income does not fluctuate just as much as the good or the bad news in your business. And the difference in how that happens is this might be ads on, okay? And this might be ads off, all right? All right, and then this might be ads back on. All right, so for instance, like your business manager, it's on today, it got banned, now ads are off, but then it comes back on. This in here, all of this happens because of a list. The difference in your floor being right here and your floor being down here like this, the difference in here and here is an email list. It's control. It's being able to press a button and start generating income, right? That's the difference. So when you have control, you can create that income until the next spike, as you can see in this diagram. The next spike hits, and now we're back up, right? And then if something else bad happens, Google bans your ads, an ad gets banned, a landing page goes down, a server stops working, all kinds of little things, well, then things are going to drop, but because you got that email list, it's not going to drop very far, right? It's not going to tank. It's going to hold you over until you fix whatever that problem is, and if the problem gets fixed, we bounce right back up. It creates consistency in your business. One of the things that is very difficult for people who are new to online business to understand is the fluctuation in it. There are months where people will make $300,000, and then 2 months later, they make $30. And you're like, how the heck is that possible? Well, if all of that 300,000 came because your ads were on, and then all of a sudden your ads are off, you go from 300,000 to nothing, like that. How many of you are with me on that? You understand that? Now, if you go from 300,000 to nothing, just like that, it's devastating, okay? With a capital D. And trust me, I know it is, because it happened to me when I first got started. I was a rookie, just like all of you. I thought I knew everything. I thought I had it all figured out. I ran ads and I made $200,000 to $300,000 a month. I was crushing it. I thought I was like the king of Mississippi. I mean, that doesn't take much to be the king of Mississippi. Okay, let's go on and throw that out there. It's not like it was the king of California or New York or Florida or whatever. But anyway, I digress. I thought I was really, really on top of the world until Google made a change. They didn't cut my ads off. They just made a change. They said, hey, we're going to change our algorithm. And all of a sudden, my ads went off the front page. And I had no way of making money. My money depended on Google. It depended on those ads sitting there and running exactly how they were running. So I went from $200,000+ a month to almost nothing, like $5,000 to $7,000. Just like that. I tell this story when I do a lot of my trainings. I tell this story when I'm selling, email domination, our course on email marketing. Like, I tell this story and I say, why do you need email domination? Why do you want to buy this course? Let me tell you what happened to me. I do not want it to happen to you, right? I lost all of my freaking money, right? All of my income. Had to start over. And it wasn't because I wasn't smart, wasn't because I did anything wrong. It was because Google made a change. And guess what? They didn't call me to ask me if I gave a rip first, unfortunately. So I harp on this email stuff. I spend so much time teaching you this email stuff. But I feel like sometimes, okay, not all the time, but sometimes I say the same thing over and over and over again because I'm teaching and I want repetitiveness is important. But I also feel like a lot of times you guys hear what I say and it's like, heard that, and you just kind of ignore it. And it doesn't really hit home. And most things don't unless there's a story, there's context behind what you're saying. So I'm giving you the context. In my career, multiple times, I have been shut down one way or another. And the only survival mode that I had was my email list. The only way I bridged the gap and I did not take a massive loss in income was my email list. And that is the reason why we have focused on this funnel, okay, which is a great funnel, this hidden sales funnel. The reason we have focused so heavily on the email list is because that's where the control comes from. That's where the consistency comes from. Like I said, lots of people you'll find, you hear their rags to riches stories. A lot of times it's because they get into internet marketing, they figure something out, it moons, they make $200,000 a month, so they go buy a big house and an expensive car, and then all of a sudden, party's over. It quits working. It just stops. And then they're like, wait a minute, but hold up, but I still got this house payment. I was making $200K a month and now I'm making $2K. I can't afford it. And they go bankrupt. They lose their house, they lose their cars, they lose all this stuff. And it is because They did not have control of their business to create consistent income. My goal with the Success Connection, with all of my courses, it's always to teach you to create the most money possible. But how many of you would agree that I have never said, I'm about to show you how to make $50,000 a month? How many of you would agree that I've never said that to you, right? I haven't. Or how many of you say, I've never said, I'm going to show you how to make your first $1 million? You don't ever hear me say that, right? Never. Because let me tell you something. Your first million is not important. What's important is a consistent income. Consistent. It's $15,000 a month consistently with control is more important than your first million. Because that million could be here today and never be able to create again. Whereas if I can teach you how to create consistent income, predictable income, even if it's $2,000 a month or it's $3,000 a month, like consistent, predictable income is what you want. And that's what I'm trying to teach you how to accomplish. That is the reason why this very funnel right here includes these three things: 1, 2, and 3. Every one of those are recurring billing products. Recurring billing is another thing that helps you bridge this gap, right? You got this spot here, okay? And you got this spot way down here. And when all hell breaks loose and something breaks, okay, how do we maintain ourselves up here? Well, we have an email list, but we also have rebills. So we have income that's coming in even if we're not making new sales. So even if our ads go off, we're not making any new sales, right? But we have income because we have rebills, because we were smart. We used the hidden sales funnel that Anthony gave us, and we created sales of products and software that people are going to continue to use even if we're not continuing to sell. Now you add that with your email list, and you're able to create income even if your ads are off, even if your traffic sources are off, even if you're not getting solo ads, or you're not paying Facebook for ads, or you're not getting YouTube ads. You're still creating income, right? Everybody with me on that? Yes? Okay. Now listen, I know I took up a lot of tonight. I took up like 37 minutes. I timed myself so I can try to keep this at an hour, but I think this is so important. For those of you that are new, welcome to the Success Connection 37 minutes later. I had to dive into that and tell these stories. I usually have already started drawing on my whiteboard and teaching, but it's so very important to me to be relatable. You know, there's a big influencer that was just accused of not being relatable. And she popped back and said, I'm not trying to be relatable. I'm trying to teach all of you to not be relatable. And while I don't disagree with that, I also disagree with that. I want to be relatable. I want you to understand that I have problems. I have issues. Things happen in my business. It's not just you. It's not just your business. Bad shit doesn't only happen to you, I promise, okay? It happens to me too. It don't matter how much money you got in the bank. Bad things happen. Problems come up. And if we can create some fail safes, if we can create some safeguards, if we can create some opportunity to win even in those moments, then you never lose. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I try to teach you, and I try to ingrain this in your brain so it's like you think the way that I think and you feel the passion about it that I feel, because if you do, okay, you're on a path that may not lead you to millions of dollars. Some of you it may, others of you it may not, but it will not lead you on a path where you start making money and lose it all, right? Or you have somebody else control your income, which is just terrible. So if you're new to the Success Connection, you joined us on a great night. I do apologize for continuing on my story, but then again, I don't apologize, because you can relate to stories so much easier than you can relate to the A, B, C, D, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that type stuff, right? I want you to be able to relate to me. I want you to be able to understand why, why I want you to do certain things, why I push you to do certain things. And it's not just busy work. It's things that lay a foundation to help you be successful. And that's my goal. That's why I show up here every night. It's for nothing more than to help you. I have nothing to sell to you. All I have is a list of work to do for you, right? And I don't mind doing that work, by the way. I love it. Like, I love to empower, you know what I mean? But I want to know that you're putting that work to good use, right? That you're actually doing what I taught you to do. I want to give you some stats. Last week, we gave you access to this right here, okay? We gave you access to Jim's script writer. It basically would write scripts for your hidden funnel. For those of you that are new, this hidden funnel series here, we built all these funnels for you in ClickFunnels. You can have them free tonight, but basically it's a hidden sales funnel. It creates sales of products without you selling, which is, I don't know, probably the best case scenario in all of sales is that you can make money, but you don't ever have to sell. And so we created this whole funnel, and we needed emails to basically remind people to get on to the training. And my friend Jim owns a company called Funnel Scripts, and he made this for us, right? Let me see if I can pull it up. He made these event scripts for us right here, okay? I might have to zoom in. We'll see how much it'll let me zoom in here. There we go. All right, so he made this thing for us here, where you basically just fill this information in, okay? And then you hit build, and it writes a whole series of emails for you. So what did I do? I said, hey guys, if you'll just do this, basically if you'll use this software, okay, which requires you to fill in about 10 questions to print out an entire email series for your email marketing event, for your hidden sales funnel event. I said, if you'll just do that, okay, and you'll post it in our Facebook group, then I'm gonna pick a winner and give away some cash. Now we had 1,000 people on here last week, 1,000. And probably 2,000 or 3,000 more people watched the replay. A whopping 44 people submitted that we could find properly, submitted their emails. And some of this is duplicates. Pamela's on here 3 times. She did it 3 times. K-Ray Gibson's on here a couple times. Jane Coffey is on here a couple times. Aldo is on here a couple times, and so on and so forth. So 44 people, but less than that, probably 40 people actually did this work. And this is why I led tonight with a story of how important it is to actually do the work, a story of how important it is to build your email list, a story of how important it is to have control. How many of you are here because you truly want to make money? Just type the number 1 in the chat box for me if that's you. Okay, keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. Now type the number 5 in if you really don't care about money. You're just here to watch me talk. Like, I'm entertainment for you. You are entertained by me somehow. Maybe it's how goofy I look. I don't know. But you're just entertained. You just think it's funny. Okay? Not really seeing any 5s showing up in here. Or like maybe I see 1 or 2. You guys are just jacking around, I know. So everybody's typing 1s. Very few people are typing 5s. Actually, a couple people type 5s. If you're typing a 1 and you did not do last week's homework, you're lying to yourself. You're lying. You may not think it, but you are. You're not here to make money. if you don't even do the homework that literally is inside of the software that I gave you for free. Now, 1,000 of you were on here live last week. Jim told me right at 600 of you created your free account for Funnel Scripts. There's nothing for sale. It's legitimately just free. 600 out of 1,000. That means 40% of the people that joined me on the Success Connection last week really weren't serious, really didn't actually care about making money. They're just here for entertainment. Meanwhile, there's a whole slew of people that are locked out and can't get on here with us. Because why? Well, because you're on here. So I want to encourage you all to have a shift in mindset. I want to encourage you all to have a shift in perspective. And I want to encourage you all to have a shift, a major shift in your desire to be successful with what I teach. You must do the work. You cannot make excuses. And you must follow the instructions that I give you. When you do, you learn. When you learn, you earn. Nobody can take it away from you. And that's what's so very important to me, is to instill in you not just the education, but also the motivation and the wherewithal to know when, where, and how to do things, because that's how you are going to get ahead. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes? Okay. Now, I told you last week, let me move this down. I told you last week we were going to do a few things today that I have already got for you. I said Jim was going to make you a script that writes the follow-up emails for people that don't verify their account. So if we're walking through this funnel, there's traffic that's generated right here. It goes to a registration page right here. This traffic is registering for a free training. But once they register, it goes through these 3 steps here, okay? Steps 1, steps 2, and steps 3. This is called verification. This is where you ask somebody to get ClickFunnels, to get an autoresponder, and to get a domain name. And you tell them, I need you to get these 3 things, not because I'm trying to sell you stuff, but because in order for me to teach you how to build an email list, in order for me to teach you how to, build a list and send emails, you have to have these tools, right? Then people go to this verification page, okay? Now, this verification page will create some what we call slippage. People will get here and they will not verify their account because they did not follow steps 1, 2, and 3. They just click next, next, next. They never actually got the accounts, so then they can't verify. So what I asked Jim to do was write us a software script that would send out emails to the people that registered right here. Okay, they registered over here, right here, but they never verified their account. That means they never purchased ClickFunnels, GetResponse, or a domain name. Does that make sense to everybody? So Jim did it. He made us the software, and it's right here. Okay, so here is the software. All right, so let's see, right here. So we basically put in, what is your date of your event? What is your name? What type of event is this? So it's like it's a weekend event, it's a virtual summit, whatever. You fill all this information in, and now when you hit build, boom, you hit the build button, it's going to send out your weekend event series. But check this out. When you get down here below, you scroll on down, boom, it says now emails for people who registered but did not verify. And look at this, subject, verification required for your weekend training. And it says, hey, I'm sending you this email to remind you to complete your verification of the weekend training that you've registered for on this date. It's important you register to get this. And I put go here, put in your link, right? This is where you would link them. Look, it wrote this entire thing for you. Look at this. It spooled up this one. It wrote this entire thing all for you. Look at that. Then I had this one, right? Subject, time is running out, verification pending. I can write this whole one for you. So basically I have 3 full emails for you. Now I can click on any of this And I can start changing it up here by just simply adding in some frequently asked questions and making some changes. So now Jim's script, funnel scripts that you get completely free, by the way, will write all of the emails for you. So not only do you get the emails now that would go out to people that did register, right here, to get them to get on the event, that's the first 5. You now can have the funnel scripts write 3 emails to get people back on to verify their account. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a big yes if that makes sense. Okay, that is done completely for you, 100% done. That software is literally writing email copy for you so that you don't have to do it, so that you don't have to be, like have excuses as to why you can't do this. It does it for you. You literally answer 10 questions and it writes stellar copy from the mind of someone who's really good at copy, and that would be Jim. And then it provides it to you on a silver platter for free. How many of you like that? Yes? I see lots of people saying yes. Now, I also said last week that if you used funnel scripts and you wrote some emails, that I would give $250 to 4 people right here. I promised I was going to do that, so I am. So here we go. These are the people who put this in here and tagged it properly, okay? So I'm going to use random number generator on my cell phone to generate numbers. So hold on one second. I'm about to give away $250 really fast. So random number generator. All right, we have 44, 45. All right, is everybody ready? Very cool. First one is number 36. You can see pop up in here. 36. That is Dennis Stewart. Dennis Stewart, you get $250 for doing your work. Hit the next one. 18. 18 is Jane Coffee. Jane, I'm typing in 18. Jane, you get $250 for doing your homework. All right. We got lots and lots and lots of people in here, so this should be interesting. All right, here we go. 26. 26 is Larry Coates. Larry, you did your homework. You get $250, right? So I got Larry Coates. I got Dennis Stewart. I got Jane Coffee. Let's see. Yes. All right. Number 9. Number 9 is Christopher Roth. Christopher Roth, you get $250. I've just given away $1,000. $1,000 given away to Christopher Roth, to Jane Coffee, to Larry Coates, to Dennis Stewart. All of you just got $1,000, or all of you just got $250 a piece simply for doing your homework, right? Doing something that's going to help you. All right, now I told you I was going to give away the videos for all this. I was not able to film it. I think I told you guys I'm going back in for another tooth surgery, right? Unfortunately. And so I was just too much freaking pain earlier this week to film. So next week I'm going to film. Here's what I'm going to do for you next week, okay? So next week I'm going to give you all the videos for the funnel, okay? So you're going to get the videos for the funnel. You don't want to miss that, because once you have the videos, you can launch the funnel. So it kind of stands to reason that you should get the videos. Number 2, I'm going to give away another $1,000 giveaway. Okay? And here's what it's going to be. Right? We'll say 3 email follow-ups for people who don't verify their registration. In other words, basically write 3 emails for people who have not verified but registered for your Hidden Funnel series. Then what you'll need to do is post in Facebook group, and I want you to tag it. Tag with hashtag I care. That's it. Just tag with a hashtag I care. That's all you got to do. Put the emails in there, and guess what? You can use Jim's funnel scripts to do this for free and quickly, right? All you have to do is go in here and fill this out and click the build button, and it will automatically build all of these for you. And you can see down here at the bottom, okay, he put it down here, emails for people who registered but did not verify. There's the 3 emails that I've got. You need to create 3 of your own, okay? And once you do, it's very simple to use them. Now, of course, you want access to this product and you want access to the entire funnel. This is the funnel that I built for you. I mean, here's the registration page that you can use to register people for this event. And then you see all of the step pages, right? So like this is step 1 would be to say get ClickFunnels. I mean, this is the steps, right? These are the steps that are taking place. So all of that is ready for you. This whole funnel is free. You can get that here on your page. Okay, so here we go, right here on the page for the Success Connection students. At the very top, you can join our Facebook group. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, you should be. Remember, I told you your network is your net worth, and that's serious talk, not a cliche. You can click right here and join, and it's free. You should follow me on YouTube. We're putting up some really crazy videos. We're doing walkthroughs of my Ferrari and my G-Wagon and all these crazy things, my house, my workout plan. So we're doing some other really cool stuff in addition to all the training. So please, please check out the YouTube channel. Do not forget that. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you must get it. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you can't use this funnel. I didn't make those rules. That's just the rules I live by. Okay, so if you want this funnel, this whole funnel right here, the whole hidden sales funnel that will generate the revenue and the subscribers, you're going to have to get ClickFunnels. You can click right here to get a free trial of it. Costs you nothing. It's completely free. It makes no sense not to do it. I highly suggest you do it. You will need to do it tonight. Here's why. All of these that you see in the yellow are funnels that we've built for you. They're businesses that we've built for you. The download links lets you download the funnels. These download links will only work till midnight tonight. After midnight tonight, it will not work anymore. It will not work until Thursday of next week. We do that because people steal my funnels and give them away to people that are not my students. And I don't like that, okay? So you'll need to do it tonight. But if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, right here, you'll see the hidden sales funnel. All you have to do to get that funnel is click this button right here and you can download it. You can get emails that I wrote and that Anik wrote right here. He's a buddy of mine that came on here and gave these away for free. But then you can get the software, the funnel script software that I just showed you, completely free. It doesn't ask you for any money, okay? I promise you. All you've got to do is click this button right here and sign up. Signing up is just as simple as creating an account, right? You got to have a place to save this. You create an account. Once you create the account, after you've created it, you come back and you click right here on this funnel scripts, event email scripts with Anthony. This is a secret script. Everybody else that he sells funnel scripts to does not get access to this. This is a secret place only for you. So therefore, you've got to create your account, and then you got to come back and you got to click this button right here to gain access to the specifics. Okay, so this specific funnel script for us. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a yes. Okay, so what I need you to do right now is when I give you the link, I need you to come here. I need you to join our Facebook group if you have not, because you are not here for entertainment purposes. You are here to network, to create control, and to build a net worth. So you're going to click on this Facebook group. And you're going to join it for free. You're going to click here and join and subscribe to my YouTube channel completely free. Cost you nothing. You're going to get ClickFunnels completely free. Cost you nothing tonight. You're going to get it. Then you're going to download all these funnels that you want, any business that you want. These are all totally complete businesses. But you're also going to make sure you come down here and get your hidden sales funnel, and you're going to make sure that you get access to Jim's software completely free tonight, absolutely free. Okay? All right, very good. I'm telling you what you're going to do in my hopes that you're actually going to do it, right? Let me give you the link to get onto there, okay? The link is go.dsc.com/funnel, and the password is money. The password is money because we are here to create money. We are not here to just listen to me talk. We are not here to just because I'm entertaining. We are here to make money. We're here to build a business, to build skills that will allow us to make money. And so I want to make sure that you're focused on the money. How many of you are focused on the money? Yes? If you're focused on the money, go to go.dsc.com/funnel, type in the password money, download your funnels, get access to our Facebook group, get ClickFunnels if you don't have it. Make sure you get this access to this free software. It costs you nothing. There's no trickery to this. It's literally free, right? And make sure you have ClickFunnels so that you can access these funnels, and then let's do your homework, right? I'm going to provide you videos for all of these funnels next week. We'll film them in our studio, and I'm going to be giving away $100 or $1,000, okay, to people who've done the 3 email follow-ups, which now can be created for you through Jim's script, right? It just can't get any easier than that. It's just, it is what it is. And I tell you what, if we have over 500 people do their homework, right, which would be half of you, I'm not aiming too high. If we have over 500 people do their homework, I will increase that cash prize to somewhere between $1,000 and $5,000. So if 500 people do their homework, maybe we'll give away $5,000 next week. That's even more money that you guys can make. All for what? I make no money. I'm giving it away for free, right? It's all to inspire. It's all to motivate. It's all to encourage. It's all to train, teach, and create habits, okay? Good habits, habits that can help you make money, all right? So listen, everybody, I want to thank you for being here tonight. I want you to all go to this link, go.dsc.com/funnel, type in the password money, get access to these tools, okay? Get ClickFunnels, get the free funnel scripts, get the free hidden funnel, right? Hidden sales funnel. Make sure you're in our Facebook group. Focus on your email, right? No matter what program you're in, focus on your email marketing. Check out our email domination program, right? Learn email marketing, create control, because that control is a bridge gap between when things are good and when things are bad and when they get to good again, right? Create a good network, because that network will help you increase your net worth. As you've seen, I've shown you examples in my life where it's done it for me. I want you to follow suit, right? Follow the same path. Create those networks. Create those people in your network, and you can do that by being active in our Success Connection group, being active in the comments on my YouTube channel. Just being active and putting yourself in the position to win. That's how you win. So listen, I want to thank you all for being here. It's been an exciting night. I hope my stories were good, but they got through to you, right? That was the main point, was to take a moment, take a step back from the click this, click that, go here, go there, and to teach you how to think properly and why you should think a little different than maybe you are right now. So hopefully that has really hit home with you. You have a new perspective, and you show up next week ready to put this funnel together, launch it, build an email list, and hopefully from that build some revenue in your business, right? So go to go.dsc.com/funnel, type in the password money, make sure you get ClickFunnels, make sure you have all of these assets downloaded, and I look forward to seeing you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.